From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Earlier today, I took a picture of my garden. That's in the background. It's just getting started. My granddaughter, we went and planted some onions and some radishes and also some lettuce. It'll probably be covered in white by Friday afternoon. There's some of the onions right in there, some green onions, but you can go out and plant things. Yes, it's going to freeze, and yes, that'd probably be stunting something that might already be grown by some of you guys that have green thumbs that already tried to get it out there early. But again, there's a lot of cool season crops that you can start planting and have results that are good. And if not, you can do it next week if you're not going anyplace on spring break. Our temperatures still looking pretty good, I'd say. We get a good warm up. There is a chance of storms by the end of the week, but overall for spring break in Tulsa, that's good. If you're going to the mountains, I tell you what, Colorado's looking a lot better than it did just about, I'd say about a week ago. It was looking pretty rough, but just pointing out a couple locations, the snow, there's a lot more in the last 24 hours, a lot of powder conditions, and a lot of snow has fallen, so it's been welcome news. New Mexico, not doing so well, but we picked up 7 inches of snow in the last 24 hours at Angel Fire, but they have packed powder, and usually you have powder, but they only have a base of 24. So again, it's been a rough go in New Mexico just because of the lack of precipitation. It's cold still across the area, and you can see that it also extended all the way to the south into Texas. The Atlantic seaboard was in the 70s and 80s. The Southwest was a little bit on the chilly side. We're keeping our eyes focused on what's going on up to the north. Now, there is some really cold air, but there's also some really warm air for this time of year in Alaska. But this colder air is going to make a little surge south, and that's going to come in our direction. We have a trough of low pressure following these lines, and that's where unsettled weather will occur. We have our first shot coming in Thursday evening, and then the storm system on Friday. We're trying to figure out exactly what track it'll take. That'll make a difference on the amount of snow. Yes, I said snow. There's a pretty good chance that some of us will have a snow opportunity, if you want to call it an opportunity. And then Saturday, if snow's on the ground, it'll be a little bit on the cold side, then starting a little bit of a warming trend, and then it'll turn into a big warming trend for next week, as I was showing you for spring break. Highest probability for some weather would be some sprinkles, maybe on Thursday afternoon as a very sharp cold front moves through. That'd be mixing with some sleet for a little bit maybe, and then changing over to snow. The column of air is very cold, so the higher probabilities of snow will be with us. And this was a pretty cool picture that came in. The Three Musketeers, Victoria sent this in, said, hey, they're looking to say, where's the green grass? And so far, we're having to wait a little bit. 33 degrees right now. Dew point's at 25, a very light east wind at this hour. And so it's kind of quiet. Temperatures are running in the upper 20s to low 30s with freezing line around the area. We'll be in the 20s in the morning to near 30 with a light east-northeast wind. And by the time we get into the afternoon, we're in the 40s and maybe 50 if you're in the southeast part of our area. Most of Oklahoma, very similar story. Then we'll clear out tomorrow night, which will make it frosty on Wednesday morning. But the afternoon, light winds and temperatures in the upper 50s near 60. Peak of the week, we're calling it. Looks great. And then here comes the blue and the blue lines and the blue arrows. And what is that? That's the snow chances. Thursday morning in Kansas, if you're traveling on Thursday, be aware. That will start sinking south during the afternoon hours. Well, we'll be in the 60s down southeast Oklahoma. We'll fall by about 4 to 5 o'clock to freezing, and then a chance of off and on snow showers or snow in the area on Friday. Now, that'll be a wet, heavy snow, so accumulations probably won't be as heavy, but I mean, some of our models are saying could be several inches. So we're going to be watching that because there is some winter weather. We do know the cold air is in place. And we also know that it's going to be a winter precipitation, but the track of the storm and the amounts are still a question mark for us. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll have more, obviously, coming up in the next 24 hours. Meantime, need a bit of a big coat tomorrow morning. A frosty start, 20s to around 30. A little bit of a struggle to warm much tomorrow because we have quite a few clouds. We'll be in the upper 30s. In the afternoon, we'll be in the 40s. Be 48 would be lucky, I say, because some of the new days says about 46. And so we do have Thursday warming up, but Thursday's deceiving on there. Cold front comes in, gusty north winds, and really, really cold late in the day with rain or snow, and then snow on Friday, and that'll be ending. And then we'll see how Saturday and Sunday go, but next week looks good.
I was going to say, melting by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for sure.
Yeah, big time.